Today's May 13th, 2019, and this is episode 132 of Plane Savers. Oh, we only got a couple folks, but yeah. Oh, Lori's there vacuuming.
You do it just right, and you drill it to the point where...
Good morning, my new friend Trent.
Oh, hi.
So Trent, good to see you on Plane Savers.
Well, thanks for inviting me.
Right on.
It's a pleasure. Can I say hi to my family at home?
Oh yeah, of course.
I got to say hi to all my family for letting me come out here and work on this old stuff that I love doing, and especially Adam and Colby. You guys are always watching this show, so I'm thinking of you guys when I'm out here. So hopefully we can get this airplane going here a lot more together before I go home. So I'll be home soon.
And Bobby, what are you guys working on today?
We're gonna take the rivets out and peel the skin back and see if we can repair the dents.
See what's hidden inside, the buried treasure there. Hopefully it's not as the outside. Sometimes it's a diamond in the rough. It looks worse on the outside, but I think by assessing it now, if we pull it back a little bit, we should be able to get this internal rib straightened out. And then if we don't have to build as many parts, the better. Get this airplane back. I just need the next size.
And Don, what you working on here?
Hi, Mikey, I'm just working on taking the tape off of the tail cone here.
Yeah, no.
Getting ready to put it back on. It's going awesome.
Right on. Awesome. And then yesterday, look, we got this. So hey, let's go back to a more simpler time. Yesterday was a live stream, but I actually did do some filming. So let's go back in time.
Just square it up with the back seal. Yeah, a little more. And then it's got to go this way. This has got to go down. Like more, 10 degrees more.
I see there now. Hey, Mikey.
Robert, what's happening behind you?
Okay.
They're installing the elevator, and seem to be trying to adjust everything. But I'm trying to paint, and the airplane's going like this, so my hand has to follow the bouncing fuselage. Pretty interesting.
Go back to the old work. How's it looking, Jay?
Looking great.
Better now.
Looking as good as my buddy Don here. And that's good.
Spaghetti Don.
Spaghetti Don. Spaghetti Don.
Don, why did we call you Spaghetti Don?
I was the one who met up with Ronnie in Pembroke, Ontario. Tracked him down.
Stalked him.
Jay, when's your flight leaving?
Too soon. Time's ticking. Got to leave here at 3 o'clock to get to the airport.
Oh, hey, and you're doing really well. You want to get that last rudder on before you go, right?
Last elevator on before we go.
Yeah, last.
And then it's hookups for Ronnie and Trent. So, but if maybe I'll take a bump and stay.
Yeah. That'd be great.
I'd like to.
I'll slide it back on the table. There we go.
Jay, what's going on?
Second elevator. Oh, you just turn that table to where you need this. Drop the elevator. So the elevators aren't sided, left or right. You can take this one, flip it upside down, and put it on the other side.
You're racing to get her done before you have to leave?
Well, it was one of those bars you set for yourself. I always do that. Sometimes too high, never too low. But if you don't set the bar, how do you know where you're gonna get? How do you know what? How do you know what you can do? Hey, Ray.
Ray,
5 o'clock.
You want to film the nav light going on?
what's going on?
You want to film the nav light? We changed the navigation light.
Let's check it out.
We're gonna put that in the video. Walk this way. There's aviation tech there.
Oh, look at this. Look at that, freshly painted too.
Go on. There. See?
Oh, Will did it?
Yes.
Hey, what? Holy smokes! Look, folks, it turned on. What kind of witchcraft is that over there, Will? Oh, there's your secret.
Little power supply.
That's your secret little power supply. Very cool, though.
Yeah. We need to make sure everything works before we put the wing back on.
A little more. And about a little more. Yep. In towards me.
Okay, we're back in the present. Trent,
Hello.
how's your first half day?
Excellent. You're actually getting a lot more done than I thought. I thought I was going to be a little more rustier on the old airplane there, but no, didn't take long to come together. So
Cool. What did Jay leave you, and what you working on?
well, what I did with this today was when they put the rudder or elevators on yesterday, the one elevator was a little higher than the other, so I just had to rig them to the torque tubes. So I got that all set. I put the tail cone back on, and they're matched up perfect. I had little Ronnie there, he confirmed, he's my second eye. So I'm just lock wiring all the bolts and safetying, and then we're ready for final install for the trim tables or cables. But in the meantime, then I'm going to run up to the cockpit. We got the right-hand instrument panel in to stay, so she's all good. And in the next hour or two, we should have the left-hand one done. So
How's Bobby and Don doing over here?
they're actually doing really, really good for guys that said they'd never had sheet metal experience before. Geez, I don't know. I think they're hired, kind of thing. But we wanted to open up the wing tip here and kind of take a look before we just assume that it's all mangled and broken. But there's actually no real damage per se as for structural. Anything that we have is minor dent and bending. So we're de-riveting the two skins so it relieves itself and releases it and smooths out, and then we're going to start one by one seeing if we can reform these ribs in here. So overall look at it, there won't have to be major structures doing to this one. So, and these guys are awesome. All the holes are bang on. So
Had it gone the other way, it would have been a winglet.
a winglet. There you go. Exactly. That's really good. Oh, you guys are awesome. I'm serious. No, put together mode. Put together mode is always good, because it means you're getting one step closer to being finished and meeting the deadlines.
I see. Those deadlines.
Deadlines. That's what our life's about.
So Trent, you know a lot about deadlines with the Electra.
Yeah, for sure. We run 9 Electras, and we have to try and get them all done, 9 airplanes done in the time frame from September 1st to April 1st. So running a whole big crew and stuff, there's a lot of adversity that we get through, and but it's fun, and it's the thrill of the chase and that kind of stuff, and that's what we strive for. So this is kind of took me a bit to warm up to it, but with all the guys going all over, it's right in my element, so I'm loving it. It's awesome.
Tell the Normal what's happening.
Well, today, Mikey, is a rerun of episode 100, 101, 106, 107. I think 111, 12, and 13. Pretty sure. We're painting.
Ronnie, did I just see you pop out of there?
Ronnie!
Yeah. Just put instrument panels in. What's happening, Mikey?
Instrument panels going in?
Well, the overhead, and then we fitted the right, done, it's staying in. Now we're going to put the left one in.
So it's a little dark in the cockpit, and they're not finished quite yet. So I'm going to wait a little bit and then go back in there and give you guys a proper update. But the main thing today is one thing I want to tell you guys, and actually not even let me tell you, I'll let you to the person who figured this out. Okay, this airplane was in D-Day, of course. We've, learned all that. We haven't found a picture of this aircraft in D-Day for a couple reasons. Is we didn't know the squadron code, and what the squadron code is if you see these airplanes, they usually have a big 2 letters, the roundel, and then a letter behind. So the 2 letters up front are the squadron, and then its individual call letter on the back is it's kind of like you got your squadron and you got the individual letter. So that is very cool now that we have found it. And it's because of the Plane Savers community and just the amount of love and support throughout the world. And I'll get to that just in a sec. So what this means now is, before we knew this was FZ668 in the war, but FZ668 would be just this little writing right here, and then you'd have the squadron code. Squadron code's nice and big. So with all the pictures and everything, we can maybe find something. We haven't found a picture of this thing in World War II yet. We're hoping. We're not as lucky as That's All Brother or Night Fright, who's got amazing World War II or post-World War II footage and stuff. We're kind of unlucky in that sense. So this is one step closer to maybe finding a picture. So now I'm throwing this back to you guys. But before I do that, let's head off to see our buddy Brendan down in Australia, and I'll let him give you the good news.
Hey Mikey, it's Brendan here. Just I'm pretty knackered. It's been a couple of long days for me, but I've got some awesome news for you, mate. The RAF Museum has finally gotten back to me after so many bloody emails to them about FZ668, and I've actually finally got the squadron codes for you, mate. It's Yankee Sierra Juliet. So as per the email here, it says the library collection Rawlings in his book, Coastal Support and Special Squadrons of the RAF, does refer to FZ668 having the code YS-J, but it's not clear what source has been used for this information. So absolute fantastic news, mate. They don't have photos. They've gone through every bit of their collection that they have, but the main thing is we've got the squadron codes.
So that's it, folks. That's the huge news. So we had a big YSJ. So YS Juliet. So this aircraft would be Juliet, or I think they actually called it Jig. So that was its call sign. But I'll leave that to the experts. Let me know, what would they have called this aircraft on the radio with the J in the back? Let me know in the comments. But now, all you internet sleuths out there who've got Dakota 3 pictures from World War II, look for YSJ. Go through them, and maybe in a hard drive or your grandparents' photo album, there may be a picture of this airplane that we can see from farther away. So I'm super excited about that. Huge thanks for Brendan. I know you worked tirelessly months on finding that information. It's very, very rare. So, as you can hear, boys are still crazily hardworking on that wingtip. I'll get you the update in the cockpit here soon. But huge, YS Juliet J. So that's awesome. I can't wait. Hopefully we can now find a picture. Stella, how's it going up there?
What's that?
How's it going up there?
Oh, it's very high up there, so I might fall down. No,
That's
I won't.
good. And you're saying Donald had the best reaction ever when you called him?
Oh yeah. Bobby wasn't bad either. Bobby said that he was sitting there with his cat, and he was just like, "Oh my God, this is the number from Yellowknife."
Well, Fred and Pierre, how's it going?
Great. Not bad, not bad. Pierre was giving me a head start about what he done this weekend, which is fabulous.
What is that?
That's a Llama. That's the best helicopter in the world. And yes, it's my favorite. Still holding the world altitude record to date. Even if it was unofficially beaten by an A-Star, but no, that's my favorite helicopter.
Fred, what's your favorite helicopter?
Oh, that's a good question. It's not a Llama, that's for sure. It's ugly. No calling on the engine, nah, I don't like that. Honestly, it's the noise of the 412. Oh, yeah, the UE, the twin UE. It's something. You feel it in your chest. It's wonderful.
Any comments, Pierre?
No.
Hey, you're gonna start a war now. You know.
He's my colleague, so we have to live. We have to live in good terms.
In the avionics department.
Oh, hi Mikey. What are we about to do?
You guys are going to go and check out the nose.
What's with the nose?
It is going to be a different color than what it was when we got here.
What was it when we got here?
It was a nose of a DC-3, and now it's a nose of a DC-3 in another color.
Rudolph.
Okay, let's start.
Pretty good job, isn't it?
You like it?
Yeah, I like it.
And how many times did we have to overpaint? In certain spots.
In certain spots, I'd say 3 or 4 times.
3 or 4 times, eh?
Yeah.
But now she looks perfect. She got her flat black nose, so Joe can see. And she's got her white stripe back, and then she's got her wonderful fire reddish nose. Rudolph the Red-Nosed DC-3. Look at that.
Holy smokes, Trent.
Hello there.
It's starting to look like a cockpit.
An airplane again.
Look at that.
Yeah, no, it's coming pretty good.
How are the panels fitting?
We had to tweak that one a bit. There's that hinge on the bottom that was, because these are different panels from the Red Deer DC3, and so we had to just get rid of some of the hinge on there, and then we kind of tweaked it a little bit there and got the right one fit earlier today. This one here just this afternoon, and now these eyebrow panels are out of a completely different airplane, so I'm just not modifying them, I'm just doing some custom fit to them, so then we'll end up screwing them to there, so then the avionics gentleman can kind of open them up as they need to and run their wires and hook them up properly. So should have this one done today and all up in place with the labeling on it, and then that'll be the next one up in this corner over here. So, and then we should be ready for pushing out and doing a little bit of runs. At least most of the instruments, engine instruments, will be working, hopefully, and that's what we'll test tomorrow. We got to do a 7-day run on this old girl, otherwise we have to pre-oil her again. So it's a little different feature than the old turbines. You just get in and go kind of stuff. So it's kind of neat. But yeah, it's coming really good.
How would you say your first day was?
Excellent. Like I said at the beginning this morning there, I was kind of trying to get the cobwebs out, but once got into the groove of thing, and with all the great people that are working here, this is it's actually pretty fun, and things are going pretty smooth. Got Ronnie hopping, running all over there for parts and stuff, so that's awesome. Keep him going, keep me fed for parts to put on, and actually getting a lot of stuff done. It's nice to do hands-on work again, like full-time kind of thing there. So, and visual, right? And with that hatch on the front of the cockpit, the nose there, the avionics guys can come in and they should be able to route all their plumbing and wiring on the back side there for the pedostatics, and it should work good. Because if everything goes good on the panels here, won't have to pull these ones out. These ones will come back down just to get some of this rat's nest sorted out. But nice thing is everything's labeled, wiring diagrams on the bench, and away we go.
So folks, that's where I'm going to end today's episode. Yeah, it was Monday. I spent a lot of time making this episode for you, but also a lot of time on the phones doing some organizing stuff, talking to everybody and everything that needs to be done. And Fred had a busy day, but I don't want to bother Fred. He's been working hard. He's been giving her. And hopefully we can get the pedostatic system going up, and that means all those bells and whistles that Trent was showing us will start lighting up. Yeah, it is 5:45 here on Monday, and everyone's still going, still giving her, and I hope you are too, wherever in the world you are. We'll see you on Tuesday. It was awesome. Trent's first full day. Very good. Sad to see Jay go, but we're going to move on, and we'll hope you're doing okay, Jay. I know you've been sending me texts asking how the day's going to go, or how the day's going. And now I don't want to give you any spoilers. You got to watch the episode just like everybody else. And yeah, so if you guys, well, again, look for the DC-3 pictures, World War II, Yankee, Sahara, Juliet. And if you find something, I'll definitely reward you. So you guys have a great night, and we'll see you very soon.